Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. I don't know who I'm talking to. So, okay, welcome and good morning. It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. I want to talk about a little something real quick, and it's kind of just me chatting with you right now. Not necessarily a major direction I'm going, but I got a lighter. You better watch out. No, it's okay. Everything's safe. Knock on wood. I tell you not to worry about like what the naysayers say a lot and stuff like that. People specifically that are going to drag you through the mud, people that hate on you, this and that. But what I want to say for a second is listen to some of it. Listen to and be honest with yourself. Okay, some people are going to say, you're overweight, you're out of shape, you can't do this, you eat like crap, and a lot of the times you have to remember that those things cannot necessarily be dragging you through the mud. They can just be somebody's actual honest opinion, which can be truth coming out and being projected on you in a negative way. That being said, that does not always mean that you have to take it poorly. I'm trying to get this wax thing out of the top so I can put a new one in. It doesn't smell anymore. If somebody says you're a FATASS or something like that, that's obviously not the proper way to be able to project constructive criticism towards somebody that is struggling with a weight issue. Correct? We know that. Although, you can take that information in, flip it, stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself without feeling feelings of insecurity or sadness or whatever, and look at yourself, look at the scale, look at different aspects of your life, look at the way you're eating and things like that, and try to transform it from that really negative thing, flip it, twist it, chuck it back out as like a really positive, constructive criticism type thing. Because in all actuality, got it out, in all actuality, what they're saying may be true. And how they said it is wrong, okay? And we know that. But the importance here is that they said it, and you were fortunate enough to have somebody in your life that was honest. Now you need to maybe separate yourself from that person because they have a crappy communication skills, or they have crappy communication skills. But at the end of the day, they may have given you positive information or negative information that you can flip into a positive and use as fuel to support your fire to change. What I'm saying is, a lot of the times, if you don't know, we see ourselves much differently than we actually are. When I was 342 pounds, I never thought, not once, that I was as big as I was. Never once did I think I'm overweight. I thought, I got a few pounds to lose. It's all muscle. We lie to ourselves to make ourselves feel better about the situation that we're in. I never really thought too much about the fact that I probably needed to lose over 100 pounds. Like, who thinks that? Until you get on a journey like this. So, sometimes you can ask a kid. Just walk up to, I don't care if it's a random kid. Don't talk to random kids if they're not yours, especially when people are around, because people are going to freak out, especially me. I'm like, hey, what's up, kid? What are you doing? Do I look overweight to you? Don't do that. Do not do that. You will and should be arrested for that. But if you have kids, or if you have a friend's kids, usually don't ask your kids, because if your kids love you, they're going to tell you a lie. But if you ask other kids, your friends' kids, kids that don't like you necessarily, they will be very honest with you. Tell them, hey, do I look chubby, or do I look fat, or hey, do you feel I'm a nice person? They're going to tell you. Like, if you're mean all the time, they're going to tell you. So you can use that as, or do you think I'm a mean person or whatever? They'll say, yes, you're always yelling and blah, 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 blah. The kids will literally just blah, spill all the information out on you. Um, don't judge, people's first impression of you, because your first impression, although it could be good or bad, that doesn't necessarily mean who you are over an extended period of time. Okay. My first impression, usually within like the first 3 or 4 minutes, is, well, 90% of the time, it's fabulous. People love me. People love my energy. People love my positivity, my inspiration, my drive, blah, 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 blah. About 15 minutes in, they're like, dude, does this guy ever shut up? Like, does he ever shut up? He's like just full throttle, blah, blah, blah. They get all these, like, he's really rude and says screwed up stuff, and just weird stuff comes out, blah, 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 blah. So definitely don't take people's, first impression as something as who you are as a whole. But try to take, in 2018 or and beyond, try to take, people's information and maybe not crazy psychoanalyze it, but take it in consideration. Say, thank you, I appreciate your opinion, without arguing, because if you argue, it's arguments are literally the lowest form of intelligence. You have one caveman trying to prove another caveman wrong. I personally love to argue, but you know what that means? It's ignorance. Like, seriously. Like, have you ever gotten in a Google battle with somebody? Like, that's pathetic. Like, we are horrible. I'm like, yes, it is. Tanzania is the capital of Lithuania, or blah, 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 or what, I don't know what the hell I just said. But somebody's like, no, it's not. Google, what is the capital, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're going back and forth Googling, and it's like, this is pathetic. So don't get in those type of things. But definitely take in somebody's constructive criticism and try not to be so offended by it, and actually use it to maybe analyze yourself a little bit. Hey, could this be, an actual thing? I used to overeat so much, so often, and my ex-wife used to tell me all the time she would hide the snacks in the damn dryer. It pissed me off. Like, I had to, not only did I get up in the middle of the night and look for food, I had to find it. Like, she hid it from me. It was probably a great thing, but it like made me revolt. I was like, I'm going to eat cake all day without you knowing about it. It was bad. So try not to get so offended by what people say. At the end of the day, it could or could not be true, but maybe it is. Maybe, if a kid notices, as you start losing weight, ask, a kid or somebody around you, hey, have you noticed anything as far as like my weight loss and something like that? Be careful, because a lot of people will be like, yeah, you've lost tons of weight. And if you've seen like 2 pounds move on the thing in like 4 years, don't believe it. Don't go fishing for compliments or something like that. But it's okay to ask, because a lot of the times it's like having a puppy. If you have a puppy, this puppy is so cute and it's so small, but you're around that puppy every day, so you never see the puppy grow. The puppy's always kind of the same thing. And when somebody asks you about your puppy, you say, yeah, he's only 6 months old. He's gonna get bigger though. And they're like, the freaking dog's huge. What are you talking about? And you're like, no. He's gonna get bigger. In all actuality, your puppy in your mind is actually this freaking big. But because you see that puppy every day, like you see yourself every day, you don't see the massive changes that are happening within that puppy or yourself when you're losing weight or when the puppy's growing. But somebody that saw that puppy, once, and then they saw it, 4 months later, they're like, holy crap, is that the same dog? And they'll say the same thing about you. Holy crap, you've lost tons of weight, because they don't see you every day. They don't look in the mirror every day. They're not, working out with you. They're not doing the meal plans with you. They're not, struggling with you. They're not seeing you every day. So just definitely keep that in mind. Your body can change without you understanding or knowing. It is not about, crushing it 99.9% of the time. It's about crushing it all the time. And if you fall off, it's okay, but just don't make it a habit. You are here to change your bad habits and to make more good habits than bad. It takes time. Don't stress yourself out. Don't think that everything's going to happen in literally a split second. A lot of people, I personally quit smoking, quit doing drugs, quit everything. I could quit anything right now. Well, except for coffee. I tried to do that and I literally thought I was going to have a mental collapse. It was extremely painful. But I will say that if you are somebody that needs to go a little bit slower with the process, you're afraid that you're going to go, something's going to happen. If you're on a weight loss regimen, maybe try to reduce your carbohydrates from 300 to 100 and then go down to 80 in a couple months and then 50 and then 20, blah, 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 over the course of a year. It's not something that you have to do now. Everything doesn't have to happen now, but you do have to get started, and you could just chip away at it little by little, little by little. Think about, how do you chop a tree? Do you walk up with an axe and you're like, bam, the whole thing's gone? Nope. You go up there and you chip, 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 little by little. It'll eventually falls over. You guys keep up the good work. I hope you guys like our video. If you do, if you're new here, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you're new here, please check out our Facebook group. It's an amazing family of just beautiful souls. We are called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. If I can remember, I will put a link in the description below. If not, go check us out. Also, go check out our website at onebigimpact.com. Have a beautiful day. Hashtag be stronger than your excuses. And I'm serious when I say that. Thank you. Whoa, I can never do that. But remember to spread love, not hate. Happy 2018 to everybody, and thank you for all the support. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.